All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got cut off prematurely. But a nigga was slipping. Had to go to the little stove. I had to do some things and some stuff and some things, but we're gonna keep this broadcast rolling. Anybody that was listening, um, again, that's my bad.
It's cheap.
I make Judge Dre said he didn't pay his gas bill. I didn't pay my internet bill. Nigga had to make a quick deposit and come back on. But fellas, we we can continue with the conversation from here. Lightberry, we need to get an organ behind you. Green Machine, come get with the going. And Judge Dre, everybody know this nigga. This nigga's a heathen. So come with the heat.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So going back, I guess, to what old boy was talking about, I didn't know of any of the previous situations that we spoke of from yesterday. So he seemed civil this time, I'm assuming, in comparison. But
he did. But you know what? The difference between me and Roger is very quick to, not so much on this show, but Roger will pop you if you're a dude getting out of pocket. He will, and for me, it don't make no difference because you're not going. It just like I used to fight. So nigga, if you can't punch me in the mouth, we got a whole different conversation to have. But he mentioned Rogers, so Rogers took offense to the shit, and as you seen, the ruthless nice guy popped up, and I'm be honest with you, that nigga Roger, because I've seen him in real life, we've had conversations, we went out. That nigga is really a nice guy. That nigga is really ruthless.
Oh man! All right.
Oh
So
man, what's up, butter knife?
Green Machine, what going on, bro?
shit, just chilling. You know what I mean?
Hey, man. What going on, Drake? Light Bear?
How
Donnie,
you guys doing? How you guys doing?
Donnie,
we
you
here.
ain't
You always
shit.
here, my nigga. You
Hey,
with the
man, I
smoke.
be popping up. Hey, I'm popping up, man.
Much
I
appreciated.
just left Mace Channel. I seen you jump back in. I left Mace Channel, came over here.
Who?
Mace Taggart, the dude that do sports.
Oh,
He
okay.
talks about sports.
Okay.
That's the one that be going in on Roger Channel. Roger be like, hold on, Mace. PG your shit. Yeah, you got to tell Mace to PG his stuff, boy. Mace go R-rated all the way.
Listen,
are we back on the same topic?
Yeah, we on the same topic. Y'all can cut up on my channel. If my channel disappears, then we'll start another one. We'll keep rolling. Because I ain't.
You might as well start another one now.
Well, in particular,
about 2-3 extra.
We have outgrown a lot of our women, but I want to put it generationally. The new ones, as of right now, they're being indoctrinated by a strong hand of I want to call it 3.0, but it might just be 4.0 because I think 3.0 went underground, and now we're dealing with femme fatale 4.0.
No, it's just really what it is like this. The black men have realized that, there's nothing here, nothing worth fighting for. So we're just letting the trash go. We're sitting them out like yesterday's trash.
But like I said too, is we checking out their demeanor, the way they do things. They've been doing things for years. They ain't changing. So why should we still stick around? If we catch one that's worthy, she might get some. But other than that, all the rest of them, we gonna treat them all the same, just like they treat us. They always coming at men that say, all men is in the same category. I mean, you look at it early with the what a girl we want to fight or something. She came on here. She put all the black men in the category as a type of dude that don't know how to talk to women. So if all us get put in that same category, hey, so be it. When that good guy pass you, don't say nothing.
You talking about the Asian chick that came over here?
I'm not cleaning up nobody else's shit no more. And this is the fact is, I'm not sitting up here and going above and beyond to prove I'm not like a stereotype that's in your head. Because black men, we've realized that as a thing. You cannot beat a stereotype that's set in a dumb motherfucker's head.
Hey Dre, you clean up a lot of shit, man. You do a lot of work
Ding,
around
ding,
there.
ding,
What you talking
ding.
about? Yeah, man, you right
You
about
can't. I
that
mean,
though,
like I
man.
said, you can't fix stupid.
Yeah,
And what
you
it
right.
is.
Cause even like the
And
guy, go ahead.
go ahead. No, you
Now,
say so.
now I was gonna say even like her and my boy I think it was Miracle when he was talking about he was 25, talking about that African booty scratcher shit. I'm like, come on, dog, you 25, you still thinking as a child? That's why I told
Right.
him go to his room. That's why I said go to your room. You and her, y'all both go to your room.
Over and over again, that particular thing keeps coming up with everybody from someplace else. Like but they don't understand what they don't walk their ass into this culture. They don't understand what the culture is that they're in. They want to be a part of it. They want to be at the cool table, but they can't get at the cool table because they don't understand what the hell these motherfuckers talking about. A majority of the time, if you would have watched a couple of movies, if you would have understood what the Dirty Dozens were, and if you would have just had a little snappy comeback, your ass would have been in on the team like you would have been in like Flynn. You would have been in. It's just that you didn't know. Like at one point, shit, I wasn't. I was not part of the cool team. And then I beat him up, and then everybody was like, "Oh, okay, he's cool."
Who got you in,
And,
huh? If you can't
yeah,
run your mouth with the dozen, you might have to punch a
you
nigga in the
gotta
mouth.
beat somebody ass. Yeah, exactly. And then you
You
learn how
can't.
to do the dozens, and then you're like, "Oh, okay, let me hurry up and get this mother real quick." Yo, mama. That's all you got started with is yo mama,
Yeah.
Yep.
and you would have been friendly after that point.
Bro, you know that's fighting words. Stop it.
Hey, if
Well,
you
I mean,
can't beat,
you better gotta be able
if
to
you
fight.
can't join them, put your hands on them. That's all you gotta do. You can't join them, just put your
Well,
hands on them.
I must have been a part of the generation when they started jumping people because I used to always get jumped by whole families and shit.
No, that you know what that started because I'm 33, so I got jumped maybe
So we
twice in
around
my
the
life.
same age.
And I told my pops, and my pops, and it's shit. My mama was like, "Oh, you got to catch every one of them." I was like, "What?" She's like, "You got to catch every one of them." And I had to go and catch every single one of them and hit the fair one. And at one point, I got jumped by 11 people. So you imagine the calls we got at the house. It was like, I don't know what you're talking about because I had to go and fight every single one of them.
Yep.
So it was our
And
generation because
got
I'm
beat by all
31.
of them.
Yeah.
Nah, listen, I'm undefeated, nigga. You can check my record out, nigga. You can Google me, nigga.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you always you like, nah, man, I just water it for you, buddy.
I can
Hey, hey,
fight you
hey,
or I
hey,
can pick you. Which
at,
one you want?
at the end of the day, I learned how to run. Fuck that.
Hey, I
You can
I
call
knew
me
how to
all
do the
kinds of
men.
punks and all that. I don't care. I'm not taking another one of them 17 on one beats downs. I'm
Well, you
good.
Yeah.
know what? My father always told me. He said, "You got two options. You can come. You will shit. My mama told me. I don't think it was an option to run. It was you catch your ass whooped because at the end of the day, you're not gonna die from an ass whooping. Yeah, there are the motherfuckers who hit their head on the curb and falling out and some shit happen, but ultimately you get a couple lumps, and then when you heal up, it's time to go to work.
Well, see, that makes sense because you actually had a mom who gave a shit.
See, look, you gotta understand this one thing, and it's this: if you let one nigga disrespect, it'll ultimately do the domino effect. When
Yep.
CeeLo told me that,
Very, very correct. If one
but
motherfucker
if
whip
you,
your ass and you take it or you run, you are branded as the nigga that ran. So they feel like they
Yep.
can pick
yep,
on you. But if
and
you
they will
if you
keep
take
coming
your
back
ass
and fucking
whooping,
with you.
and even if you lose, motherfuckers don't want to fuck with you because you might have fought the nigga that everybody got beat up by. Well, he at least fought him.
Yep, it's they
or,
came here and they didn't
or,
understand
or
the culture, and that's the reason why they got hurt in the process. They got their feelings hurt. It ain't even really getting hurt. They got their feelings hurt, and those feelings being hurt, they went and they retreated into their shell, and they were like, fuck these niggas. I'm gonna get these good grades and I'm gonna shit on them when I get money. And they've been remembering that thing of African booty scratcher for all these fucking years.
Right. When he
They
pulled
were
that line
trying to
out of
be
there, I was
friends
looking
with you.
like that line must have really hit home because I no offense, I've been called a lot of names in all my dozen times. I mean, like, when's the last time you even heard African booty scratcher? I mean, come on
It's
now.
been a while. I remember from
I mean,
elementary,
motherfucker, this ain't what
elementary,
late
middle
80s,
school.
Minister. No,
late
what is it?
80s.
Boys in the Hood or Minister Society? No, that was
Mm-hmm.
Boys in the Hood. He's like, yeah, you African booty scratcher. That's the last time I heard somebody say that damn weak ass line.
Now I heard cotton picker. I've been called a cotton. I've been called cotton picker. And this is as an adult. I've been called
spear chucker.
Oh yeah.
Somebody to come with that
But that's
line.
usually for white people.
Yeah, if somebody to come with that line, it's like what?
So I
I
don't
tell
know.
y'all
Like,
the reason that dude has showed up. I'm assuming y'all started off talking about that dude. That dude is he's trying to do some form of clout chasing. You see what I'm saying? So he came on a panel that he knew I associate with because he watches my show. He actually has been on my show before, so he knows I know who he is. And he said, "Oh, you know, I'm responding to the Roger Report." The Roger Report never said anything to you. What is there to respond to? I never addressed you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I came on real quick to see what he had something to say about. And the nigga literally started trying to repeat what I said and using different words because he didn't say leadership. He said, "Well, you know, y'all, the men are supposed to set the standard." Okay, bro, you saying the same thing I say. Why are you saying the same thing I say, but yet you saying I'm wrong? This dude was just trying to basically show that he's better than somebody else. And he was trying to do it in subtle way. That's why his whole thing was about, you know, the Nigerians, when we go to these places, we do better than somebody else. And he think black people are too dumb to realize that you have a lot of stuff that you have access to that we don't. Not to mention that we basically make just about anything of relevance, black people got something to do with just about. You know what I'm saying? Especially before we solved those patent issues about, you know what I'm saying, everything black people made before we could even legally even get a patent. You know, we done basically did everything. You know, people can say whatever they want to say about us, but at the end of the day, on record, we are the greatest people on this planet.
That
And
goes.
not for nothing though,
All
Roger.
except
But
you.
what you don't realize is he hopped from Bernard Riley's talking all that trash, soft shoeing for women, and he came straight to your panel and hopped up there and started with the same stuff. Because when Bernard ended, I hopped over to your panel.
But see, like I said, this is the I guess what 4.0 generation. These guys, I said this once on BGS and even Art and Style. I always go to Art and Style panel, and I told him, I said, Art, this is the thing. You got a guy like Charles Fartner. He comes on here. He talks about what he has to deal with the Baltimore police, and as being a police officer, you would take a guy that's picked on, never been loved, or never been cool in the community, will go and watch 12 or maybe even all of Charles Fartner video and will word for word give you the exact same thing on what Charles talks about as in law enforcement, and he becomes the officer of the goddamn law by YouTube. So most guys like this guy. That's what he's doing. He's following other YouTubers and coming over here, like you said, Roger, rewording it a little bit, but making it sound like his own. And we getting these guys
Yeah.
come time after time again.
Well, my thing is that's sad. Secondly, what point are you even trying to prove at this particular juncture? And my thing is, I don't mind people coming to help, but my thing is, dude, you're not coming to help. You're trying to look like he's trying to be validated. You know what I'm saying? The dude say a lot of silly stuff because the man said he was a MGTOW with a fiance. Now I don't even know how you put MGTOW and fiance together because MGTOW, from what I know, is men going their own way, which means you're not gonna have a fiance because MGTOWs don't marry. That's the whole purpose of being a MGTOW. You'll mess with a woman, but you're not gonna marry a woman, so she won't have access to your stuff. So the
Maybe
dude
this
just
woman ain't a woman.
Now
Wait,
he a
Roger,
hit
didn't he
tap.
say he had two women? I could
what
have
I
sworn he
know
said he had two
yesterday.
women.
I don't know if he said that today, but yesterday he definitely said he was MGTOW. I think that was yesterday. He said he was MGTOW and he had a fiance.
It was
Those
a day
don't
ago.
those two things don't go together. Okay, it was
Yeah,
a day ago.
yeah. He said he was a MGTOW, but he ain't nothing but a hick-tow. Cause the thing of it is, how you gonna be MGTOW with an old lady? And then what he said when he came on here earlier, everybody's cracking up. He's a knee euro or something like that.
A
No, that
Negro
nigga said
opinion, but
he's a
I mean he heard,
European.
A Negro.
but he had
Yeah.
heard, yeah, but he's heard that off the internet too, because we've said that. I know Donnie said that multiple times. I know other people who said it too. So that's just
So
another thing he got off
a
the
Negro,
internet 9 times out of 10.
just so people understand, a Negropean is a confused Negro who thinks he's a Negropean, right? So that's motherfuckers who put the blue contacts in, they dye their shit blonde, they run around. Oh well, um, my ancestors are Swedish, nigga. It's 0.3%, nigga. What are you talking about? I've seen your
Right.
ancestors. It's all over Africa, and you have 0.3% Swedish. What the fuck? Well, I'm a Negropean. That's why my hair is kinky. No, nigga. All right. All right.
Yeah, and what he didn't catch, Negro pen was been used as an insult. It basically meaning black people trying to be white people. He took it as I'm from Europe or the Europe area, so I'm European, so therefore I'm Negro pen, because he don't pay attention to stuff.
And that's
And
how proud of the culture he is. This dude has no. I'm like,
and listen,
God dang.
I really don't want to harp on a nigga who's not here to defend himself, but the man told us he was a Negropean. And when he got on, did y'all hear the African accent? Because I called that nigga WizKid. Oh, okay, WizKid, you over here talking. And then he was like, I'm from London. All of a sudden, he got the strong London accent. What's going on here?
Yeah, he switched up because he had the London accent over there on Rogers channel, but I guess he had to, kind of code switch when he came over here. And then when we started giving him the third, then that's when he want to go ahead and kind of represent.
My thing is, that's what I call a
Right.
lost nigga. Just that simple. That's a lost nigga. He don't know what he is or what he want to represent.
But anyway, back to the subject at hand.
Man, you guys just be hurting people's feelings over here. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. Motherfucker, African and peeing on people's grass.
Well, you know what though? I see. My thing is, I wasn't gonna get caught up in this whole thing because, my thing is,
report. Just saying all this wrong information.
Just
Hey,
because
Dre,
he say
go screw in the
something
light bulb.
don't mean it's about the people.
My feelings are hurt, man. And all you do is bash black men over here.
Well, ultimately, he came over.
What?
He wasn't involved in. He came in here talking about some African booty scratching. That's not a word he's ever heard said to him directly. And when we asked him about it, what he said, well, I've heard it, motherfuckers. And then all of a sudden, he's all of a sudden been called it. People don't say that shit.
I got a question for you. When's the last time you even heard African booty scratch even mentioned on one of these panels? I can't even recall. Like middle school. Like and that was like it was old then. It was probably elementary.
Really haven't heard that shit since middle school. That's not an insult. I told my girl about the shit. She laughed at it because she was like, "Get the fuck out of here. That's not a real insult." Because she's never heard it. She's from London.
This is the problem is I hate to say that goes to show. I hate to say, he had a house full of bitches because only women would pull up something that weak and be like, "That's a fucking insult." You know what I mean? That he's just been around these people. And if you say, "We see, all y'all do is bash black women," when you be like, "Well, y'all really need to lose some weight, or y'all need to ditch that attitude," and you be like, "Well, God, you just reaching for shit." I mean, it's just pure and utter garbage.
You know what? I think he's probably trying to start a channel if he hasn't already started one, and he's trying to get people to come to his channel. But he ain't gonna build one up and say stuff, and maybe I can get all these women to come on and listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I got the answers for you. The Londonderry Jackson property, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's more that he just don't want to do the work to build up his own channel.
Oh. Yep, the African booty scratcher.
Yeah, that man is extra. Even the chick that came on, and really, I'm grateful for every woman that comes on because I like to hear female opinions. And even if it's crazy, we get the chance to break it down and debunk it, right? Even the chick that came on, she was talking about motherfuckers talking about some. Oh, well, they bring up voodoo in this. Well, when did they say? Well, it was high school and college. So you talking about some motherfuckers who's 18 and 19? Really, that's what it is. Ain't nobody 30 years old talking about some. You do the voodoo. Oh, I bet you eat cats. Sit your ass down.
And 9 times out of 10, when they make those jokes, they haven't even left their own block, let alone their own town. So how would they know what the culture is in those other places anyway?
All right. Can y'all hear me?
Unfortunately.
I can't hear
you. You ain't shit either. But all right, I'm just making sure.
Why do you think I'm watching this show?
Look at that. Look at that right there. Look. For your man watching.
I'm just saying. You
Right?
told me I wasn't shit. I said, why you think I'm watching this show?
I know
You
that's
ain't
the
shit
thing.
for
What I'm about to
watching.
aim for is this. What I'm aiming to is this. For that right there, right? You said unfortunately, right? Now, if it was somebody else, they'll be like, "Oh, why are you saying unfortunately? Is there something wrong with what I'm saying?"
Yeah, it is something wrong with what you're saying. Because right now, what you talking is hurt my feelings.
But you hit a motherfucker back with another joke, and then everything is good. Y'all didn't understand culture. That's what the fuck the problem is. Y'all sitting here and y'all and not y'all. Sorry, I don't want none of y'all on the panel little feelings to get all hurt and stuff. No stuff. But when it comes down to it, it's like we keep running into people who are from other areas, and I see it today too with the people I'm dealing with out here, and like they're like, oh yeah, y'all used to talk junk about us, this and that, and I'm saying here like, yo, they was kids, and those was jokes. Those was jokes, and you should have shot another joke back at that mother talking about sneakers being dirty. And kids from
Really,
whatever
what
dollar
that
point
was,
you got it from.
he was never able to come back with his own get back, right? So he was never able to crack jokes and get his own and so one up, and so he felt some type of way. And realistically, that's what happens when you come from a third world country and you come to America. And it's not because he was a different kind of black. The nigga looked different in general. You remember the African kids? These motherfuckers came with uh church outfits on, like shit you wore on Easter Sunday to school with some sandals on. So of course the niggas in school was
Nah,
cracking jokes.
it didn't matter, bro, because we had a African ambassador's daughter in one of my schools, and they tore her ass up. And like, I remember she was so good to me.
And y'all trying to scratch her booty.
Scratch that ass hard too. But they used to they used to crack on her so bad, bro. Like I remember seeing her crying constantly. And it's like when I think about it though, growing up now, this motherfucker was an ambassador's daughter. She came through with security and everything. She ain't need no acceptance from us. None of that. But they broke her ass down on a regular basis. I remember that all the time. So I do understand where they're coming from. Where like they're mad because they got cracked on, but it's not the same. Y'all didn't understand how to actually come back with the jokes. Period.
Yeah, that shit make a whole lot of difference when you have the cultures come in. We're a little bit rougher because we've been through a little bit more. The African countries have had this shit go on, but it's not like what America's had going. We had Jim Crow strong as fuck to the '60s, and even then, all the motherfuckers who was pro Jim Crow didn't fade away. They were still in office. Look at Joe Biden. Joe Biden's ass was really a Jim Crow motherfucker. This motherfucker was calling people predators. He didn't call us super predators, but he called us predators. Now he's the fucking president of the United States. You think shit's changed that much out here? Black people just have a thicker skin. So we crack jokes, we tell all this crazy shit, and it's nothing but love. But when these motherfuckers come over here, they don't know how to deal with the shit. So they look at Black Americans like, fuck them niggas. Oh, I've been hurt. Oh, because I came with my Easter Sunday outfit to school and sandals. Nigga, yeah, we cracked on you real fucking hard. But it wasn't us just being malicious. They was fucking kids. You don't see well, you might see grown men laughing.
I mean, when did Strom
Grown
Thurmond
men
die?
calling people African booty scratchers. It's not a
When
thing.
when did Strom Thurmond die? 2015, I think it was. I think Strom Thurmond died around 2015.
Yeah,
That
you did.
that motherfucker right there was the antichrist of black people. And did he have some black kids though?
Oh, yep. You sure the fuck
Right.
did.
So you had him in his situation. Then you have who else? So remember Hillary, she's the one that actually said super predators, right? But now all of a sudden she's a black candidate and stuff like that on all the shows talk about hot sauce in her bag and stuff. Man, get the hell out of here. Even though I did vote for her. Go ahead, Eloy.
Wasn't she trained by one of them Dixiecrats anyway?
Oh, not only she said her idol was the lady who made Planned Parenthood.
You talking about fuck, I can't, she was a staunch white supremacist. What's her name?
I don't know why I
Actually,
can't remember her name.
all the
Margaret
OG
Sanger.
feminists.
So, yeah,
No,
Margaret Singer.
oh yeah, Margaret Sanger. Yeah, yeah. All the original feminists were staunch white supremacists, right? So anytime a woman gets around me talking that white supremacist nonsense, not white supremacist, I'm sorry, feminist nonsense, automatically think of them as a strong arm of white supremacy because they aren't considered in the fray with regular white supremacists, but they do things to try to get their attention and try to be on the same level with them. So they throw black people under the bus all the time. Remember, all of those black women who were staunch feminists back in the day, I can't think of the term right now, but they would say things like, well, you know, it doesn't make sense that a black man gets to vote and I'm an educated white woman. Why don't I get to vote ahead of them? So when you look at it as a whole, feminists ain't shit but another arm shitting on black people. And you have a whole group of black women defending them to the death. They don't do shit to you with y'all. How many times have you ever seen feminism stand with black women as a whole, right? Like a whole group of feminists stand with black women to shit on a white man. They'll do it with a black man any day. Nate Parker is an example, right? I remember when that movie came out, they had candles, they was crying outside the theater doing everything possible to shut that movie down. However, when it comes to a white man, they don't have shit to say. Harvey Weinstein, they swept when he was fucking with Lupita Nyong'o under the bus.
Whoa. He was fucking with my chick.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, he was messing with Lupita.
You want her? Ew.
Yeah, he was fucking
What?
with her. He had a whole
Chocolate something, boy.
he was the head of the studio.
Stop
He
it.
wanted to get in with them, come to this hotel, and we do what it do, and we can get you in a role. So it didn't matter, you know, the color. If you was cute, he was smashing. And
She
one thing about
enjoyed
that
that shit though.
He was
is
gangster.
he was a horrible fucking person, right? But his dick didn't discriminate.
He was gangster. He went for everything.
Look at Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson got a whole set of black kids that his foundation, the Jefferson kids, ignore to this fucking day.
That one is funny though. That's actually funny because they actually ignore it. They're not even going to take advantage of the situation. They actually ignore it.
Oh, aren't they? Oh, then they end up becoming like our kind of people.
Listen, these motherfuckers are slick. So my family, there's a white man in my family that was fought in the Confederacy, right? So one of my cousins thought it would be a funny ass joke to join the Daughters of the Confederacy. So they looked at her name. Her name is very Caucasian. Okay, cool. She she went to a meeting. They was all uncomfortable. So understand, these motherfuckers is cool until you show up and you actually black.
Oh wait, what is that? Clayton Bigsby, the female version?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, nah, because Clayton was blind.
Well, no, they was doing a whole bunch. You know, black people are with us, and it's just the South. It's our history. And she showed up to the meeting. These motherfuckers was like, "Oh shit, she gonna fuck shit up."
Oh wait, a real black person actually came, so now we gotta actually act right.
They was like, "Oh, well, you know, with your membership dues, we couldn't get the money's there. You want me to show you? No. We believe you. It's just some issues. Oh, okay."
Look, when I gotta stand on my square, I gotta be very careful on where I go when I go where I go. Because I remember one time I went someplace thinking that I was going to get in, and I needed a little bit of help and direction. And somebody grabbed their sword, the Tyler, if you know what I'm talking about. Somebody grabbed their sword and said, "I don't think you're going to get any help from here. I advise that you quickly go down the street to the one that is going to help you." And I'm sitting here like, oh wow, oh okay, excuse me. And he really did grab the side of his leg, like the side of his hip, as if he was about to actually do something to me. Yeah, so I can see how she'll get angry, or those people in that particular area will get. It's so hard trying to gloss over certain words as you're talking. It is so hard. You just can't say white people. It's so hard. I'm learning though. I'm learning.
You know, the thing that kills me is they always make it seem like it was a Southern thing, but I'm telling you, as a person who drove a truck across this nation, it ain't a Southern thing. It's an all over America thing, and everybody does it a little differently than the this house. Because has anybody ever been out, with your white friends and they get drunk and they start asking you those black questions?
Always.
Yeah, that's how they do it up north. But see, down south, they just let you know what it is from the gate. But
See,
my old head told me he grew up in the backwoods of Virginia, and like Danville and all down that area. And he used to tell me that we couldn't build houses next to the road because they would come along and they would burn them up. And also because he was making $100,000 a year back in the '60s, '70s, and '80s, they literally had bank tellers, like the women or whatever, was trying to like, hey, you want to go out on a date? And some of their husbands was telling them to hit on them.
wow.
But he was an older guy, and he didn't do that interracial stuff because of all the stuff he's seen back at home.
Nah, that's interesting. So
Very.
you saying back in the early '60s and '70s, I never saw a white and black a mixed couple until 2000. I think it was 2005. Yeah, I think it was no, not 2005. Sorry, 1995. I never
I
saw.
can believe it.
I never saw a mixed couple until 1995, and I think it was a situation of that was the first time I saw a white girl with a fat ass too. I was like, where the fuck that come from?
A pug.
That was the first time I ever saw it. I was like, they got fat asses?
Yeah, yeah.
Where that come from?
Roll.
And then like the other thing about it was, I think around that time too was the first time I started really seeing black people on TV in the commercials, right? But like,
Was that the OJ era? I feel like that was the
Yes.
OJ era when OJ was
Yes.
running through the airport unchecked. Motherfucker, what are you doing, black man, running through the airport? I'm not black. I'm OJ. That that made the difference for a lot of black people. Fellas, y'all still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, y'all
I
take
think
over.
they
I got
got
a
that
phone call.
Obama phone wireless.
I kept seeing black people, but they didn't look black. Like it was like somehow some of my aunts were, where they have specific Negroid features, but the rest of them look white, right? So you keep looking and you sitting here, and I'm like, wait, where the fuck do they make these black people at? Because like I don't like they had curly hair and like it looked like the mop top off of off the Simpsons and stuff like that. And I kept trying to figure out where the fuck do where do these black people come from? Because all up and down the East Coast, I don't see them. Only like not with the hair like that. And they usually if they look a certain type of way, they're really refined. Didn't see that. And now that I'm in California, I see where all of them were made. Like it feels like they were all made out here in this particular area, or maybe Nebraska or the Midwest or something in that manner, where
I wouldn't. I
they.
wouldn't even say Nebraska. I would definitely say California.
But that was the thing. I never saw. I actually see now all of them. Like the whole what was that LeVar Ball? like kids that look like LeVar Ball kids. I've never seen those type of kids on the East Coast until like late 90s.
Well, I guess she was fortunate because half my family are them. My three cousins, all my girls' kids. Um, my stepbrother, they've been around me for a minute.
Hmm.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. With your interactions with mixed people, whatever the case may be, what are your synopsis of their psyche and the way they think about things as
All
far
right,
as
fellas. So I
race?
just got a phone call. I gotta go pick up my boy from the babysitter. So this is what we'll do. We'll give final statements and then we're gonna drop it off. I appreciate y'all for coming on the show. Much love. I'm not gonna be able to do these very often in the next. Well, it depends. We'll see what happens. But y'all check out my short videos because that kind of encapsulates how I be feeling on certain situations. But anybody want to go first? We can do that with the closing statements and then we can go on from there.
I,
Anybody.
all right. I really appreciate you letting me pop up and talk my ish a little bit. I didn't really get a good run, but I'll definitely be back because this is real interesting and fun. Now, holla at y'all. All right, man. Peace.
Much appreciated, Green Machine. Dre, Lightbearer, or Lightsaber, as I called you earlier.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this: like everybody, I appreciate. Thanks, Donnie, for putting this on again. Um, I appreciate everything that's going down. Make sure that we start getting into this cryptocurrency. We keep saying this cryptocurrency type stuff,
Mm,
but it's a big thing, man. Because in a minute, if we get overtaken by China when it comes to the currency aspect, we want to be in there as much as possible when it comes down to that particular situation. It's gonna sweep through Africa because they're mostly a mobile phone type situation.
hmm.
So that's how they're gonna be doing their money as well, sooner or later. And make sure that y'all start looking into machine learning and make sure you look into IT because that's going to be pretty much the wave of our future.
Right. That's solid
And I'm out.
words. Mr. Dre,
Yeah.
what you got to say on the subject if you paint a
Uh,
wall or drill some shit or fix some shit? You there? Dre.
that
All right.
sounds good.
Nigga said
Well, I go ahead
sounds
and say yeah. Thanks for having us on the show. Like I said, you ain't shit for watching. Go on and pick up that baby. Uh-huh.
yeah, much appreciated, brothers. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Yeah, these are the conversations that need to be had. We really veered off course, but we had a good conversation. And then, I like going where the flow goes. My thing is this is hanging out with your uncle, with your cousins, your family members, girlfriend, boyfriend, etc. Who come over to the house and y'all have a couple drinks. Y'all sit down at the table. You have conversation. The conversation leads to where it leads. But at several points. I know Roger ain't shit. Massage Noir ain't shit. Several other people who came on the panel, they damn sure ain't shit. But guess what? You ain't shit for watching. Y'all have a lovely day.